Okay, hi everybody. So let's start. It's been a long time since I've been record something. Now that's the time, in my opinion, and we will proceed. So we are going to talk about the week starting on July 15. And I will share my screen and we will see what's going on. I will show uh, some futures, and I will show Globex, Forex, I mean, Forex, and some pairs and some futures on those participants. So we will talk about maybe a dollar futures. And first of all, everybody need to know about the dollar index that's backed of six major currency, which are euro in order of percentage. 100%, so above 50%, 53%, it's a euro. Next is what is the next? It's Canadian dollar. And then it's like 13.5%, and then British pound. Then it's Japanese yen, it's Swedish kron, and Switzerland franc. So what's going on? We'll take a look. Let me show my screen first. Okay, so what we got here, we have British pound future, which is a weekly chart. So where we heading? So dramatic down since 2005, right? So the high was on a week of November 2007, and lowest was 2009. So it's lost almost more than 50%, probably, right? So from 2 to 1.4. So it's a lot. Then it bounced up and then went down to broke another low, and see where we are? We are again, it's a weekly chart. We are below that low. Intraday, we went lower. We went to 109. Let's see if we have it. Okay, we may take a look, not here, but we may take a look. Let me move it. Okay, so we can see it here. British pound. Okay, let me remove everything and let me do weekly chart. So yeah, 116. So here we are right now. We are above that low. So that's a weekly chart, but again, we are on the bearish side. Only thing is, it's a British pound versus USD. It's not future. Okay, if you're talking about future, then let's do future. Oh, that's a 6E. 1 second. 6B is here. And so let's switch to daily. So here we are at daily. So we broke that low, October low. It's not October, it's January. It's January 17. We broke low. So it took us 1.5 years, 2.5 years to break low, and we did. Just recently we did. Now we bounce a little. So where we go? According to cycle, it's an intraday cycle. We are going to see it's higher. It's higher, and let's switch to intraday. It's a briefly evaluation, so I'm not going to show many things like a tutorial because it's not an intention to do it. But okay, so here is a bounce. You see it? Here is a bounce. So it's interesting. Let's switch to say 30 minutes. So on 30 minutes, that thing was very interesting. It was very interesting because with my former student, we discussed that opportunity, and here we are. So that was buy. Interesting. That was buy. Take a look here. You see? So that's a 50% of Fibonacci stuff, which I really respect. Almost 50%, right? So again, I did research. It was a cluster. It was cluster, and interesting thing. Okay, I can show you here. That's also interesting. That's my indicator. I'm using proprietary, of course, one. And see, that low came 125, 125.47, right? Approximately. So here, right? It doesn't show the cycle, which is very important. What cycle means? Cycle means planetary cycle, which is astrology, which I've been using for a long time. So what we got here? We got here, see, Fibonacci stuff. And if you take a look here, so we cannot buy here, let's say, even if it came to the low here, we cannot buy here. Why? Because we are above the line. So we are watching to be in sync with the indicator. And in this case, indicator help us to evaluate the buy point, which we are doing right here. So here is a buy. Now, let's take it out, and we're going to continue. So this is analysis, and where are we heading to? So we define we're going to buy in this matter, right? In this point. But take a look here. You see here? You see the point? Why we came here? Why we stop here and decline from here? That's a first. It's a called trend line, right? So that's a approach which I gather like 20 from my 23 years of trading. It's probably one of the technique which everybody should know at the first. because it's a basic thing. So let's see here. So we don't know where we're going to. We're going down. What at some point we're going to bounce, right? At some point we're going to bounce. Where are we going to bounce to? From? Okay. You see here? So that's another technical. That's another technique which is a show me where to enter. So once I see it's broken, I know we're going to here. So I know we are going to that point. So to me, it's very, very important. To me, when I see that, hi Casey. So when I see this thing, again, that's what I dedicate all my life. And I educated my guy. He was young, Igor Dizoza. He was very young guy, like age of 17, 18 when I started to educate him. But now he's a professional, really professional. So he helped me a lot. So that point I have on my chart where to enter, especially very important. If we coincide, so majority 99.9% operate under this X, Y, under this axis, but here is a timing, right? And no one operate. Why we have reverse here? Why we have reverse here? Why do we have reverse going to reverse there? So in this case, it's perfect example how to make trade. It's almost 100% certainty we're going to stop and going to reverse. You see here? That's a basic. It's not, something advanced. I have many advances technique, but again, here's a very important matter of where we're going to reverse. And it's a perfect example of the reverse here. Okay, now what we're going to see next? So our first line is here, based only on this advance, because there are lots and lots of points down. So that's our first target, to take measurement from. You see, right? So we are going to here, right? We are going to analyze it from here. So now it's our first line of resistance, which is here. And exactly with this trend line, right? Okay, what we going to have now? We want to see it's broken. We broke it and we came where? We came now exactly to that line. 3, 2, you see it? We came exactly. So it was not enough. So we declined by here, and very easy. To me, it's very easy how to calculate our target if we continue to go. So that's only one thing I may share. So our target is going to be here and here, right? So that's where we are right now. So 126.26 and 121.11, and we broke basically not, it's a tail. We need to be close above that line. It's 30 minutes only. So on the 60 minutes, we're going to see it broken. So next time we're going to break that line, it's almost certain we're going there. It's not big enough. It's 26 only. But assuming the cycle, which is we don't have it, right? Officially, we don't have such cycle. So we operate only on this scale, right? On this uh, x of coordinate. So it's not enough. To me, it's not enough. So um, I'd like to see cycle, which is the kind size of my trading. Okay, now to keep it in mind, let's say we go in. So it's again, it's a futures of British pound. Now, if you go into GBP USD, and if we go into switch the same, what we have analyzed, let's say 1 hour, right? So let's see, analyze 1 hour, and that is a forex, right? So what we have here? We have here is exactly the same, right? So let's see. Again, it's a GBP versus USD. It's not futures, right? But let's see how it's correlated. Do you see? This is more precise, more precise. So on the futures, we didn't come here first time. Yeah, we came here only here, this. Now we broke it in 60-minute chart. So what we're going to see here, it's broken and close above. So it means we may easily calculate our targets. So on the forex side, we're going to buy it. We're going to buy GBP USD. Matter of fact, I already long because I knew that one, and I have advanced technique which I show only my student and groups on a monthly basis who participate in giving the signals which you gave. Okay, so to me, we're going up, but again, more detail, more precise, we're going to have it later. What? Okay, now it's a Euro USD, right? And what we have on the Euro, let's say, okay, so it's a 1 hour chart, right? So what we got here, so guys, you see the same picture, almost same picture, which is a British pound. Only thing we're going to go, and then we finish that one, we're going to see dollar, because both euro and British pound going into the bucket, right? The bucket of dollar sign. Only thing is I don't like, I see it from above, but here down, here down, here's almost, but what I want to see, I want to see 1 hour chart close above that line, and I'm going to see 4 hours close above the chart. If such a case, then I will have target, which is right there, right? So we cannot, as of now, because we went down, 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 and let's see why we came down to that point. Was it the buy? I did buy, by the way, and I was losing because I bought it higher, but I added it up, and I remember I added at 13000 futures. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's change color. Okay, you see, 50%, precisely 50%. So here is a buy, right? Here's our buy. Now, what we're going to have? We're going to have here our So here is a stop, and here is our take profit target, first target, based on this high, right? Thing is, who remember, I was given a observation analysis on a long term, on a very long term. Let's switch to daily. And here. So my calculation was long time coming into that area. It was in 2018. I had, who remembers that, who was following me, then they remember I had target this area. Even we almost hit that here in November 18, but we bounced hugely up to 1156. But again, I calculated the target, which is a very, very important target for me because it's a weekly support, or even monthly support. It's a huge one. On my deepest prognosis, I would say I have it lower, but again, not now. So you see here, we came here and then we start to bounce again. So big bounce was, see, that area, it was huge. So, and again, touch that one, and again bounce. Now we broke. That was important thing. We broke, and that where we are. You see, we broke it again. And where we are, and what do you think is going to happen? It's going to happen. It's going to happen here. So where are we heading? We're heading here, hugely down, 106, 600 pips down. On futures, it's same. It's a big one. So as of now, it's approximately the same price, 112.6, 112.7. And the euro, we have 113.3. Now we have, it's a little bit, no, it's a little different, of course. So futures is higher. It shows higher. So not of now, of course, but in the meantime, we're going up. So we trade, we are not investors mostly. We are not swingers mostly. We are not position traders mostly. We are mostly short-time traders or day traders. Okay, so that's what I'd like to see. What else? Okay, I promised for a DX. Okay, let's see. Talk DX. Where is my DX? DXY. Okay, it's same. So, guys, here was support. It was my long time line. You see how back it goes. So 5 years, I draw it line. And we came right here in bounce, big, huge. You see? So here was a buy from 98 to here. And then we bounce up big, right? Now, if we break it, then we go and reevaluate and everything, and then we got very serious advance on the bucket against dollar. But what about this high? Is it high or not? Let's switch to weekly chart. So I have lines here. I have lines. And those lines, if we are not going to break it, because right now we are in an up move. You see, we are not, even if we break it down, as of now, without taking out this low, we are going up anyways. So we broke that line and we head into this one, which is a 104. You see, 104. And I remind you, it was 120 here, 121 back in 2001, right? Yeah, July 2001. So dollar, even higher it was. So that's a US dollar currency. So it was even higher. But again, let's do from here. So as of now, this high, this low, we are going to see first level, second level, third level, fourth level. And as of now, we're targeting higher, 104, which is a big. So if it's the case, then all currencies versus dollar are going down big, huge. Okay, so that's where we end right now. And have a good weekend, and talk to you later. Thank you.